Hi there, I'm Jan Copeland, coach with the Living Girl Success Boutique and curator of the Girl's Guide to Outrageous Real Estate Success Facebook group. And today we're going to continue with our month-long inspirational life transformation stories from 30 amazing women. And today is no exception, as my new friend, Alisia Krastel, is here. And you'll see her mother hustler kind of background in there, and it's really, really cool that she is a mom, and she'll talk to you about her story. But you can find her at not Mother Hustler, on Facebook with her name, Alisia Hustler, and I will put Alisia Krastel, I'm sorry, and I will put that in the comment and on her YouTube of the same name. All right. So Alisia,
yes,
today I would like you to share from your heart any kind of story that you'd like from your life with respect to being able to really share a time when maybe you were down and you came through to the other side, or anything that you think other women will be able to relate to and find encouraging. So take it away.
Okay. So I hope you're okay with me doing it this way, but I actually have a question for your viewers that's going to help with the story. So my question is, what is the one thing that you're not doing in your life because you either feel guilty, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the money to do it? What's the one thing that you're just not doing and you wish you could, or you wish that you were doing? Because that, like so many things that I've transformed through my life, have been surrounded by that. I just wasn't letting myself do all of the things that I thought I wanted to do, or didn't have the time, didn't have the money. I have 3 kids. They're 9, 8, and 3. So you can imagine, very, very busy. And my friend at one point was just like, well, just go take a workout class if you want to go take it. I'm like, you're right. I ended up getting 1 buyer and a listing out of it. And I made like $20,000 just from going to that class. That would have never happened if I didn't let myself just do something that I wanted to do. I truly think that if you're not doing stuff that you really love to do, that's not a self-sacrifice. You're actually sacrificing your business and your family because you're not doing it. And that's what, like you, I talk to a lot of women and we coach a lot of women. And in that theme is, I've spent a 2.5-year journey of releasing guilt, and I still feel it. But now when I feel guilt, I don't beat myself up for it. I'm like, it's okay. You're feeling guilty. Now, how do we lessen it? And that's been like a 2.5-year journey for me.
Love it.
Along with that is that with Hank, Hank Avink, he's pushed me like, turn up the volume on yourself. I was that person who I wanted to do all the work, but I didn't want you to look at me, and I didn't want any credit for it. And I've learned along the way that it's okay to shine and have people look at you. Like, I would have never done this 5 years ago. I would have asked questions, but I would have never done it.
Love it. Love it. I love that. You said, just do something. And really, I think you meant like, just do something for you.
Yeah.
Because by you doing that and just getting out and connecting, you saw the fruit of being able to, oh my gosh, I can actually do something for myself.
Yeah. And when you do that, you're attracting people who are like you, even if they're not exactly like you, but they get it. They're like in the same realm as you. It's fun. And you talk to a lot of ladies. So tell me, do you find that when you ask, what is it that you love to do? There's so many women, especially moms, who are like, I can't even, this is so sad that I can't even think of anything that I like to do. I'm like, you know what? Perfect. Don't feel bad about it. Because now you get to kind of figure it out with other people and just go try new stuff. And women, I mean, they feel so bad because they don't have something that they really love to do. Well, it's okay, because you just had these kids and they got all wrapped up. Now it's time to go explore. Don't feel bad about it.
I think that's awesome. And I agree. Most women I talk to, when asked, what do you like to do? Because I create brand you. I like to help them create a brand so they can put themselves out there. And I like how you said, turn up the volume on myself and just be who I am, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're like, And I'm sorry, my dog's making noise here.
That's okay.
But yeah, they're like, I have no idea. And like you, I say, good. We get to start over. It's just like you move to a new school and you get to recreate yourself.
Jan, were you ever that person? Because I know I was like, don't feel bad because there was a time where I'm like, hobbies, like I don't have any hobbies. Like what could I, like I literally put on Facebook, what hobbies would you guys suggest? Because I literally have no hobbies. Did you ever feel like that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was a workaholic. I
And
mean,
what'd you do to get hobbies?
I was in corporate. Well, actually, what I started doing was I had a coach, right? And they asked me the same question. What do you like to do? I go, well, if I really stop and think about it, somehow when I'm in the grocery line, I'm drawn toward traditional home magazine and HGTV. So guess what? I love interior design and I dabble in it. And when I was an agent, I would actually help my buyers redecorate their home like after they bought, right? And I became known as having the most beautiful listings in my market. And everybody's like, how do you get the most beautiful listings? And I was like, believe me, they didn't look like this. But because of my love for interior design and that coach asked me to figure it out, it catapulted me to be a listing queen. So I think asking that question is phenomenal.
Your thing is what got you not so many listings, but your thing is what you ended up getting known for, because you allowed yourself to focus on it.
That's right.
I mean, there's so much stuff out there that we try to force ourselves to do, like prospecting 3 hours a day or whatever it is that and when you don't have the feels around it and you don't want to do it, or door knocking or whatever it is that if you love it, that's awesome too. But if you don't, there's a reason that your inner being is saying, this isn't for me, because it's not for you. You're supposed to go find something that's your sweet spot. Exactly. That's when you take off. If you're doing like your sweet spot, then you're good.
I love that. All right. Sweet spot.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell us about Mother Hustler, because I think that's pretty cool. Tell us about that.
So Mother Hustlers is funny because it came out of Hank and I talking. I wrote a list of ways to turn up the volume on myself. I had all these things, live video, a whole list of things. And the ones at the top one was live video, because it was the thing that took the least amount of time for me. And I didn't do takes, right? I just did one, I'm done, I get to move on. And in one of our coaching calls, everything that he's like, well, what's your biggest pain point? I'm like, time and guilt. Like, those are my biggest pain points. He's like, well, why aren't you doing live about that? So I just went on live in my car and said, hey, I think I'm thinking of doing a Mother Hustlers playbook type thing. And the response that I got, I'm like, here, tell me your best plays in the Mother Hustler land. And everybody just chimed in. I'm like, this is something. And I can't take credit for the name because my friend just put it as a hashtag in passing one day. And I'm like, do you want that like sticking with me? Can I use that? She's like, yeah. And now I've got it trademarked and everything. Like and it's not me. It's all the moms, right? The Mother Hustler is not me. It's you and all the other moms.
It's just a really cool, like every woman and every man really, but since we're talking about women, every woman wants to fit in. And so when I had my young kids, I would have loved Mother Hustler. I just think that is so cool.
Me too. It came at the end. My youngest is 3. This came toward like the end of me realizing like, okay, like we're getting a lot of stuff done. Moms, I'm like, she's so amazing. She's so amazing. But they were saying the same thing about me. I'm like, no, we got this all wrong. Like, we're all amazing.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's what it is. Like, we're all amazing. And just because we have different skill sets doesn't mean that one's better than the other. And just be easy on everybody, easy on each other.
I love it. And, something that I'm attracted to you about, Alisia, is that, like me, you are always in growth mode, right? And that's probably why we're coaches, because we're like obsessed with it, right? And we're also, if you're like me, it sounds like you are, where we have to let go of the guilt, let go of shame, because I think that with women, guilt and shame, I don't know if you agree with the shame, you didn't mention that, but guilt and shame to me are 2 of the biggest self-imposed issues on women today.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you said self-imposed.
Right between their ears, they just are constantly there. Yeah.
Yep. And it's not, you can't even say that's from other moms, because other moms think you're great. It's all from yourself. So, I mean, I don't know if you know Rebecca Hamilton. She's also a mom. She'd be great for this. But she just believes that she's great. Like, and she's like, some people might think I'm cocky, but it's not about that she's greater than you. She just thinks she's great. And you are great too. And you can be even great. We're all great. And I just love her perspective on that. Just like, I'm awesome. Like, when did we start thinking that it's not, that we can't think that we're awesome? Like, it's cocky or it's like not humble, We're all awesome.
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up. And I know this might be running a little long, but this is really good. When I talk to women, agent clients, and maybe you'll find this as well, tell me if you do, that when you talk about why they're doing this, okay, they give answers that they think that I want to hear, right? And then when I get to, well, okay, I don't want to hear all that because it sounds like it's canned and it's not really your heart. So then I say, okay, you want to be successful. Does that mean, helping people, but also making money, right? And they're like, oh, kind of, but they always feel guilty or weird about talking about making money. And so I always give this example. So one time I hired a chef for an intimate little training that I had at a retreat. And she's not a chef by trade, but she's just an amazing mom that cooks amazingly well, right? And so I said, do you love her food? And there were like 12 people there, and they all said, yay, we all support each other, yay. I go, do you think I should pay her? Or do you think she should do this for free? Oh, well, yeah, you got to pay her. I go, then why do you apologize for being paid? Like, why are you embarrassed to tell your coach how much you want to make? It's okay that you have a craft, that you are here investing in yourself in this, retreat as it was. And I said, so stop it. Stop feeling guilty for being paid. I don't know. Yeah. Do you find that? Like, they don't want to talk about money.
That's me. You're talking to me. I mean, I made a good bit of money last year, and it took me a while to be like, put it out there, because I felt like people would be like, well, she doesn't deserve that. And I don't really care what people think. I just had this feeling like I didn't deserve it. Like that it wasn't that I shouldn't have been making $100 and some thousand or whatever it is, or having paying coaching clients. And then I got over it. So you're talking to me, and I think a lot of women. So
yes. And so I just want to, as we finish up here, I just want to encourage you, if you are a real estate agent or whatever you're doing, as an entrepreneur watching this video, I really want to encourage you that it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to apologize for making money. And that is why, it's another thing in your mindset. That is why when I had a team, and I always had a team of women, I would say, we're never calling it commission, ever. We're calling it realtor fees. Because guess what? Commission connotes slimy old car salesman when I was young, because you're much younger than me. But it's like, what I'm saying is like, don't even call it commission, because commission connotes extra, right? Commission to me is like, how some positions are base plus commission. So commission is the icing on the cake. No, we have fees for which we earn, that we earn. And so I just
almost like an advisor fee. Should be more like an advisor fee.
Right. Like a law consultancy fee or something like that. All right. Well, hey, any parting words, Alisia? I want you to, finish out and just share anything else that's on your heart for these awesome women that are watching.
I would love to. Two things on my mind. Ask for help, which was a huge journey for me. Ask for help, even in the smallest things, because no one wants to see you do it alone, but you have to actually ask, even if it's your husband, your spouse, your friend, whatever. Okay. And then they get to invest in you, and they feel like they're part of your success. And number two is give yourself permission to build relationships as your business, because if you're on here and you're a realtor, a loan officer, any business, whatever, you being so busy isn't getting you business. Like, your true business is building relationships and having conversations with people. So give yourself permission to, like a mom's night out, that truly is 100% business. That's business. So don't rob yourself of that opportunity and force yourself to think that that's not actually a business activity, because it is.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Alisia. I just want to just share with everyone here that if you are not in the Girls Guide to Outrageous Real Estate Success Facebook group, please join us, because this collaboration, this sisterhood, and encouraging and empowering each other happens every day, all day. So thank you so much, Alisia.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.